Have you been feeling like, delegation is impossible? Well, in this episode, you're going to want to listen up because I'm going to talk about why you struggle to hand things off. And today, I'm going to tell you why delegation feels impossible and why you struggle to hand things off. And the funny thing is, like, when we look at business, people hand off stuff all the time. So why, as solopreneurs, do we struggle to hand things off? It's just making it hard for yourself. There might be a little bit of a feeling. If we go to an extreme, it could be that like the panic, the idea of like you have someone offer to help you and your brain screams, no, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to pass it off. It's kind of like delegating feels a little bit like you've been handing off your baby to a stranger for the very first time. And you're nervous. Like, are they going to be able to take care of it? It's the same way where you like viscerally feel uncomfortable. Ooh, are they going to be able to handle this task? Are they going to be able to reply or email my leads or my clients? Are they going to be able to make it look how I want it to look? Well, you got to get over that because let's be honest here. If you're a high achiever, a perfectionist, a recovering control freak, this is your kryptonite. This is what's going to stop you from scaling. It's stopping you from getting time off. It's stopping you from reaching your goals as fast as you can. And it's keeping you in all of the tasks that really they are low income, lower quality ones, lower income producing tasks, right? Lower impact, lower income, because you need to be working on those great things that bring the business forward and help you to increase your income. It's basically a cocktail. Listen, hear me out. It's a cocktail of trust issues. Like, will they actually do it right? Be honest with me. Have you heard that in your head? And if you're like, oh, Diane, I already delegate. Well, maybe some of these questions or pieces in this cocktail are problems for you delegating more, hiring your second, third, fourth, 10th person. So trust issues. The next is perfectionism, right? You think, I know they won't do it. They won't do it my way. They won't do it the right way. They won't do it exactly how I want it. And then the idea of false efficiency, like it's just faster if I do it myself. It'll take less time if I do it myself. I'll just delegate it later. I'll just take care of this myself. But spoiler alert is that later never comes, right? And then you end up having to totally do it yourself all the time and all of these little things. One little thing passed off that can be repeated over and over again into daily, weekly, monthly tasks or projects or things that can just be done. Trust me, it will give you relief. It'll give you more time and it'll allow you to be in those tasks that are really your zone of genius. It's funny, like sometimes in the beginning, I hired someone to do some social media posts for me. I hired someone to write my blog for me. And then after I delegate it, I'd then go and rewrite it or I would change my mind or I wouldn't use it. And that's not delegation. So if you've ever said, please do this and then ended up doing it yourself, or please do this and then took a ton of time to edit it or change it, that's not delegation, really. That's babysitting. That's babysitting because you are passing off the work, but then doing extra steps. So if you are a delegator, if you have been doing it, listen up because I want to make sure that you are getting the full range of benefits from having someone else do things for you. And side note, I do have a program called Virtual Assistant Made Easy. We do have a few positions, few spots for clients to be able to be matched with our team of virtual assistants from the Philippines. So you get your own very own vetted dynamic VA that I hire for you. I share a lot of my IP, my systems, my processes, my training videos, my checklists, so that you can work really well and delegate with ease to your very own dynamic VA. So if you want to learn more about that, info will be in the show notes. So Let's talk. I'm going to give it to you like I want you to feel how amazing it can be. And I'm going to do that by giving you this metaphor. So you want you to imagine this. Imagine delegation, right? It's like teaching someone how to make your morning coffee. And trust me, I know because I have a husband. And at first it's frustrating, right? Because he doesn't drink coffee or tea. So it's super frustrating because you're like, they don't even know like where the coffee is, where the tea is, which mug you like. And then they put in sugar. I don't have sugar in my coffee. And then they put in milk instead of cream. And then they put too much. And now he hands me a cold coffee or lukewarm. But over time, right? Over time, they learn your style. They learn what you like, and they even like preempt it for you. So rather than you walking in and being like, hey, I need this done, you walk in and they hand you your coffee made perfectly, the right temperature, the way you love it. And in a beautiful world, you're still able to be wearing your robe, right? And now you're enjoying a hot coffee. No one's bothering you. And that's really when delegation starts to taste amazing, right? But the hard truth. And I gotta just be straight with you because I keep meeting people who I'll be at a mastermind and they'll say, I'm writing my book. And I'm like, that's amazing. And then I meet them 3, 4 months later and I was like, how's your book? Like, when is it being published? And they're like, I'm not done it yet. And then this goes on and on. Every time I see them, we're close, almost. I'm the bottleneck, right? It keeps happening. I just don't have time. And the same happens for the new program or the first program, the website or the updated website, whatever it may be, the vacation they're not taking, right? It's like over and over and over again, things aren't getting done because you're the bottleneck, right? You're being the bottleneck. And when you refuse to delegate, you're not being efficient. Even if you think it's faster when I do it myself. No, you know what's faster? Someone else doing it for you, right? So basically, you're capping your income. Like, let that sink for a moment. You're capping your income because you're not leveraging the work of someone else. You're also capping your creativity because you're in the weeds. And this is where I personally hate to be. And so the joy that I have is whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening to this on the podcast or you're reading this on the blog or as a post on social media, I get to do the piece where I just show up and I record this. I get to speak. I get to share my thoughts. I get to share my ideas. I get to talk to you. But what I don't have to do is edit the video, edit the podcast, write the show notes, make the thumbnail, the description, post on the platforms, transcribe and format the blog. Once I edit, I don't have to be posting it with the images. I don't have to create social posts. I don't have to create the newsletter. It is all done for me. Just imagine if you could just do the creative part and pass everything off. Plus, your peace of mind, because you're able to work faster and smarter and know that you've got someone covering your back. You know that you've got a team member. And the honesty is you cannot, and you won't scale when you're hoarding all of the tasks. You won't. Basically, you're just gonna burn out. And for what? Fancier spreadsheets? That's not gonna get you where you need to be. And so I'm being a bit tough right now on you, maybe not. But the problem is, I see too many people say, it's fine. I'll just do it. And they're doing it through like gritted teeth, right? And so if that's you and you're like, it's okay, I'm okay, and you're like hanging on by a thread, or you're staying up late at night, or you're not seeing the checks, the money coming in that you need to be, you need to delegate. And if you have someone, but you're secretly redoing their work, right? And like you get the work and you go, oh, that's great. But you're not giving them feedback so they grow. And you then change it yourself and do the work yourself. Don't do that either, because that's not going to move you forward either. So it's like a two-piecer here. It's the delegate, and then it's the work with them to make sure that they get to that place where they can make you that and anticipate when you need that perfect cup of coffee. So this week I'm going to keep it shorter because I want to put it back on you to be thinking about what in my business, whether I've never delegated, do I need to pass off? Or if you already are delegating and you have someone, what else can you pass off? What else can you let go of? And the thing is, it's not that delegation is you giving up control. It's you choosing where to put your energy where it actually matters. You're not lazy for having other people. You are not taking the like easy road out. You know, I've had people say, oh, it must be nice. Like you've got an assistant, you've got a VA. Well, you could have one too. And if you're like, I can't afford someone. In the beginning, I did trades. In the beginning, I did a few hours here and there. You have options to be able to do that. And there's also something called a credit card, and you can pay for some hours, work your butt off, get the things done, sell some stuff, and then get into that point where they're paying for themselves. So stop stepping back, start stepping up, start stepping forward into where you want your business to be. Because really, scaling isn't about doing more, it's about systemizing and doing less better because you've passed out work. Well, there you go. What's your takeaway today? I'd love to hear it. So shoot me a message, Diane@DianeRolston.com, or put a comment on whatever platform you are on right now. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe, share with a friend, and until next time, stay dynamic. Bye.